Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be trying kind of two body scrubs, but they're a little bit like fancier. So I have Skinfix Resurface, their Glycolic Renewing Scrub, and it is a pre-shower body peel for polishing. And then I have First Aid Beauty, their Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA. So this one you use on wet skin. So I'm just going to start that. So I'm going to kind of test it out on my arm. So really, I want that elbow and a little bit of like my armpit area is where I feel like it needs some help. So my skin is damp. I'm just going to kind of coat and then go in and scrub. So all this side's kind of drying off. So it does feel like a little bit like sand in this. Let me just, right? So it has almost like, to me, it almost smells like a plum, like a jamish kind of. My elbows are just dry and gross. So I'm going to kind of concentrate there. When you're doing a scrub, you don't want to overdo it either. So the more wet your skin is, the less abrasive it is going to be. I like a little bit of a rougher kind of scrub. I do find like my arms just get like, I don't know, dry skin, little blemishes. And it works out nice because like my dry hands are also getting a little bit of that scrub action. And then we have our Skinfix. So this side is all dry. Just wiping it down for one more once over. Ah, these freaking metal things. I hate them. I hate them so much. It's more of like a citrusy smell. So kind of just going in. Definitely feels like creamier than the other one. And it has like either a salt or a sugar. So just scrubbing this area. So I guess because it's creamier, you can use it on dry skin rather than having it wet beforehand. And then if you are wet, you're just going to find, let's read the ingredients. I think the ingredients was on the box then. But both are supposed to kind of help with like bumpies. And then just when you're doing like a body scrub like this, which is a little bit more than just your shower gel and loofah, you have that new skin. So you might burn more easily. It's winter in Canada. I don't see any sunlight, so not really too bad of a concern. So I know this will kind of take, like I'm not going to see instant results. I just want to see kind of off the bat which one is kind of working better. So this is my first test. Do I notice something right off the bat? I feel like probably not, but I am going to kind of test it over a duration as well. So I'm just going to hop in the shower, wash this off. So kind of coming out of the shower, drying off, kind of looking at both elbows. So this one I do have like a little bit of like a dry spot. I'm very pale, so it's hard to kind of tell, but from what they were to what they are now, like they're still dry AF. But like I did my underarms and I find like that's nice. So even after a one-time use, I'm still finding it like beneficial. I still have like bumpies across my skin, so I will continue to try it out for the week. I do find this one a little bit more like moisturizing, right? Like kind of like under my arm on this side feels like there's like a cream with it. I do think somewhat across my arm, this one does seem like my skin is not as dry with it, where on this side I still see like dry flakes. So exciting promise with it. So I was like, oh, I just hope I see something. So like of how dry they were like mummified skin in my elbows, to where they're dry but not at a mummified state at this point is pretty exciting. So I will check in at the end of the week to kind of see how they're doing, just kind of looking, showing. It makes it really hard because I am so pasty that like if I do have dry skin, you just can't tell that I'm ashy and different things like that, flaky. So I do luck out that way, but I'm really hoping it all just kind of helps with like bumpies and smooth, help with underarms, help with my elbows and all that good stuff. So checking in after about 2 weeks of using the product. So the first week I kind of did about twice, and then I've built up to like 3 times a week. So this one, I think like both did a good job of like my elbows not being so dry. I think it's helped with like discoloration a little bit. Like it still discolored my armpits, but I just noticed like the skin quality is a little bit better. So I think both products are good. I do have to give it to my First Aid Beauty. I think is the one that like I would recommend if someone's like, okay, like I have dry elbows, I have weird little bumpy things everywhere, what one would you like? I think I'm gonna go with this one. It is more expensive, or it is an expensive product in general. They are kind of relatively the same price. I was able to pick this up with my BoxyCharm, so it was a lot cheaper. But for some of your skincare items, definitely wait for Sephora to have their sale to stock up on. So at least that way you're saving some money. So with this one, why I liked it is because this one you kind of have to use before you kind of go into the shower. So I just feel like, oh, like sometimes I'd be like in the shower already, I'm like, oh no, I forgot to put this on. So it's kind of just building that habit that sometimes I'm like, I do feel like I had less bumpies on this side than this one, but it was like I would have like 1 to 2 and then like 2 to 3. So it wasn't like a huge difference within it. But I do like just that I could like use this in the shower as I went. I do think I noticed less irritation on this side with my underarms and my armpit area. I do feel like my elbow on this side is a little bit better. This one does have kind of like a psoriasis spot on it. So it didn't like irritate it, because Skinfix is kind of good for your eczema, your different ones. So it didn't make things worse. But I think like overall I liked the application of this one a little bit better, because I could just use it in the shower. So it just made it a little bit easier. Like I can throw in my conditioner when I'm letting my conditioner sit. I can use this one rather than beforehand to try and remember. And then I found the results with this one just a little bit better. But both are kind of nice products. So I wouldn't use these like all over your body, but issue like your problem areas and things like that is where I'd recommend using it, because it is just a little bit more expensive if you're just like, oh, I just want like a nice exfoliator, right? I think if you're having kind of like weird bumps, things like that, like your legs, when you get your little red spots is where I'm going to kind of test it out next, because that's kind of like my other problem area. Then I think it's kind of worthwhile. So again, both nice products. I did find a little slightly better results with this one, and I just liked the in-shower use of that. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye!